CBC-TV presents Health Matters.
Every year, almost 2 million Americans get food poisoning caused by salmonella. Salmonella is a disease that affects the digestive system and on occasion other parts of the body, such as the circulatory system, if the bacteria spread. The digestive system is where food is digested and waste produced. Although the salmonella bacteria live in the stomach and intestines, they don't really affect the function of these organs. However, the bacteria can cause fever, abdominal pain, diarrhea, nausea, and/or vomiting. Once in a blue moon, salmonella can become more serious or even fatal if the salmonella bacteria spread to other parts of the body, like the blood. The symptoms of salmonella usually occur 1 to 3 days after contact with the bacteria and last for about 5 to 7 days. People most likely to be infected with salmonella are young children, the elderly, and people with impaired immune systems, such as people with cancer. Salmonella bacteria can be found in uncooked food, especially poultry or eggs. One way to prevent salmonella is by ensuring that all food is cooked properly and washing fruits and vegetables thoroughly before eating them. Unfortunately, some stores sell items which they say are pre-washed, but in fact can still contain the salmonella bacteria.
Excuse me, ma'am. When you see labels that say pre-washed, do you wash afterwards just to ensure it's clean, or do you just eat it as is?
You mean like this baby spinach that says pre-washed?
Yes.
Actually, I always pre-wash. I think it's really important to remove any bacteria, anything harmful. They say it's pre-washed, but I don't know how well. Having said that, if I'm having the relatives over that nobody likes, I'd probably just serve as is.
Salmonella can also be found living in the intestines of animals such as reptiles, rodents, and birds, where it is beneficial to their digestion. Unfortunately, salmonella is a zoonosis, meaning that it can be passed from animals to humans and vice versa. In captive species of animals, contamination of the salmonella bacteria can occur through direct or indirect contact with the pet, such as cleaning the cage, handling the pet, and playing with their toys, which is why it's important to wash your hands after playing with your pets.
Do you think that the risk of getting salmonella is enough of a reason not to get a pet at all?
Depending on where you're getting the pet from, PetSmart, all our pets are vet assured, so they all, and when they come into our building, they're set aside for in what we call a quiet room, just to make sure they are healthy. Now, as a company, we don't sell turtles for that reason. So there's certain pets that are more likely to carry that. So, I think it comes down to almost buyer beware. I would make sure that any pet I bought, I took to a vet right away, just to make sure that they are healthy. Smaller pet stores might not have as stringent controls coming into their building as we do. So if we have a pet that's sick, it doesn't come out to our sales floor. It's not near any other pets. But I cannot necessarily say the same for other owners.
In fact, the risk from getting salmonella from turtles is so high that a law was established in the United States prohibiting the sale of turtles with a shell of under 4 inches in length in an attempt to curtail the amount of salmonella infections in children. Salmonella is diagnosed with a medical exam. A doctor may ask you what foods you've recently eaten and what animals you've come into contact with. The doctor will then take a stool or blood sample if he believes you've come into contact with the salmonella bacteria. The doctor will check the blood or stool for traces of the salmonella bacteria. There are no treatments for salmonella. However, most people recover from it without treatment anyways. Although, you should manage the symptoms until you recover. For example, the diarrhea caused by salmonella can cause dehydration severe enough to send you to the hospital if you do not drink lots of fluids. Also, if the infection spreads, you should take antibiotics such as kanamycin.